You saw that? That apple! It was falling down! It's so cool! Oh, yes, you have a question, dear? Miss Avishi! Miss Avishi! Yes, I have a question. Doesn't every other thing falls down on the ground? Why is it cool? Yes, Amara, that's a very good question. An apple is the object that led to the discovery of gravity, or some people like to call it as force of gravity, which equals universal gravitational constant wholly multiplied by the product of the two masses over the separation distance between them squared. From that equation, we can conclude that force of gravity is inversely proportional to the separation distance between the two objects and is directly proportional to the product of their masses. Now you may be like, inversely proportional? What does that mean? It means that if the separation distance between the two objects increases, then the force of gravity will decrease. It is opposite, or in other words, inverse. Get it? The force of gravity, however, is directly proportional to the product of the two objects' masses, which means that if the product increases, then the force of gravity will increase too. Cool equation, but now what? How do we know where and how gravity is acting when we can't actually see the force? Well, scientists have just the thing for that. They created a concept called gravity wells for us to visualize the things happening in space more easily. Don't throw a coin down this well though, there's nothing actually there. The idea is that when things come into contact with gravity, they create a dimple-like structure in space-time, forming a gravity well. So as the distance between the two objects increases, the force of gravity between them decreases, which will cause a much shallower gravity well.
As is here, if I throw these two objects on this surface I represent as space-time, it will cause a much shallower gravity well. You can see how these objects are far away from each other and they have much smaller gravitational force. They are not causing a gravity well to form.
When the two objects are closer together, they will cause a much larger mass and hence will have much more gravitational force. This will cause a much deeper gravity well.
As is here, these two objects are closer together and are causing a much bigger and deeper gravity well. That is because they have much more gravitational force.
So the next time when an apple hits you in the head, remember to thank gravity for the snack. Thanks for watching.